is the most annoying thing I do when you're PMSing?
Existing. No.
This is Underage Grandparents, a podcast all about family, marriage, and becoming grandparents before turning 40. It's one of those weeks this week, isn't it?
It is a bit. Yeah, we're both a bit flat. We've had a lot on.
We literally just sat down and said, what are we going to talk about on the podcast today? And I think we looked at each other and went, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Which is not a great way to start a podcast. This is going to be the best podcast you've ever heard in your life.
Well, I think it's just like when you are a little bit flat, we have a lot of topics that we can talk about, but we're just not feeling like talking. I think that's what it is. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, I don't know, everyone has them, whether you have family, whether you have kids, whether you're single and you work, where you're just like going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like you're getting anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and it's, then you realize, oh, this is what life is.
It's life.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? Hey?
Yeah. It's like when you're in the middle of stuff before you get to the other side, it can be really tough.
Yeah. Like Xander's wrapped up his sport, his football, and that's been really a lot of fun, but that's taken a lot of time up out of all of our weekends. We're having to pack up our house at the moment.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do renovations, which is like, I know, poor us, you're renovating your house.
I think we should probably, people feel less like, oh, you poor thing, if you explain that we've been renovating since 2017. So this isn't something that we've just been able to get done in one hit. We've been literally saving, doing it. And it's a hard slog because you're living in a semi-completed house for literally years.
Yeah.
So we should have, within a decade, we should have a house we don't need to do much to. But we've been packing everything up. And I think I always thought I was really good at cleaning stuff out, like not holding on to stuff too much. I know, and you don't agree with that because you're like, you throw everything. But I went through underneath our stairs, which has pretty much been the same cartons and boxes in there since we moved in. And I realized how much I was holding on to. That was probably unnecessary.
Yeah.
But
like
I just
old baby clothes and stuff like that.
Heaps of baby clothes. All of Ethan's like baby clothes, baby blankets. I had, all of his artwork from kindy and, like stuff like that. And you just like,
he's now 23
and has his own child.
daughter.
Yeah. And yeah, I just thought, well, what am I keeping this all for? Like, because I kept outfits that I remember him wearing and I'm like, I have the memory. I don't need the outfit, like Oshkosh stuff, which back in the day was like, I guess, the country road of kids' clothes.
Yeah, it was expensive.
Yeah. And I don't know, I held on to it and yeah, I've had a massive cleansing. But that's tiring. It's tiring to mentally let go and just like clear stuff out. And we did. There was heaps of stuff I got rid of.
What is it even about like kids stuff? We were cleaning it out and I was watching you throw stuff, like pick what to throw away and what to keep. Do you reckon it's because those items are attached to that person at the time?
Yeah.
And they'll never be that person again. It made me realize that little kids, you get all these different versions of them.
Yeah.
They're not the same person from birth. You get a little baby, then you have a toddler, then you have a little kid, then you have a teenager, and then they're an adult.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, there's that little person that I used to know who doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Physically they're here, but that little personality's not here now.
No, it's so true. And even adults change too.
Yeah.
Like someone you knew in your 20s will be a totally different person in their 40s.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard. It's tough because you're saying goodbye to that little person. Like I threw out finally his Batman and Spider-Man outfits that I've been carrying around. They all had holes in the bum. I don't know why, but like he used to like pull them down to go to the toilet or whatever. but like finally I've let all of that go, Like I have the memories and I know I can feel them. I can put myself back in that place, so I don't need to hold on to the physical stuff. There's stuff like, my grandparents when they went to Europe, and this is my dad's parents who I didn't spend a lot of time with because they lived in New Zealand, bought me back some toys, and I was still keeping them even though they've been gone now for a long, long time, a decade, both of them. So, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I felt like I was good at getting rid of stuff, but I was actually a hoarder to a degree.
Yeah, it was all stashed in under there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just chuck stuff out. Maybe I'm too far the other way that I just get rid of stuff.
Well, that's the whole thing we talk about on here all the time, Dale, how opposite you and I are. Like, we are so opposite with most things in life. Don't you think? Like that. Like we were talking the other day and saying our OCD is about different things.
Yeah, you don't have any OCD.
I do, Dale. But it's just not the things – I have it about things you don't care about. Well, actually, we shouldn't call it OCD because we get in trouble for that because that's an actual real condition that's quite debilitating.
It is. Yeah, it's not quite. No. But I reckon I'd be borderline.
We get very, very particular about things.
I get while we're here, I just have to say it. Okay. And I've tried to bring it up. I tried to bring it up with you because I know.
Bring it up here.
I know how ridiculous this is, right? And I know I'm in the wrong, but it's something – I hate the way you put cans of drink away in our fridge. Drink.
Oh.
So we have a drinks fridge on our back deck.
I did it the way you like it. No, I put them on their own shelf.
No. Yes, you put the different, so Coke Zero on one shelf.
Yeah.
And then the cans of water on the second shelf.
Yeah.
But you just, there you go, fridge sig. You just chuck them in.
They're all standing up. It's not like they're laying down.
No, I like them in exact lines and all the labels facing out. Like you would look, when you look over a bar.
Honey, are they colder when you pull them out because they're facing forward?
I think they might be. Like when you look at a bar, when you look behind a bar and they've got all the glass things and all the cans are like perfect around the right way. I don't know why, but that's just something that I need to have. Have you never noticed that I always fix that?
And yet, if I buy the cartons of drinks to replenish the fridge and I leave them next to the fridge so that you can put them away, you're happy to leave those cartons in the way of where we walk on the back deck for months rather than putting them away.
That's an exaggeration.
No, months. But what I'm saying is I end up doing it because I can't stand things like being in the way of how I'm trying to live my life. So I quickly open them up, chuck them in. They're all in there, standing upright on their allocated shelves, mind you, which is something that I do not care about. I could put them in wherever they will fit so they get cold. But I have taken on board that you don't want Coke Zero on the same shelf as Forex Gold.
Because I like them to be in their little spot.
Exactly.
That's why they're
so yes.
What do you call it at your work? It's a planogram. The fridge is my planogram.
Okay.
And I have it set out a certain way.
Okay.
I know it's ridiculous. I know that is ridiculous.
Well, that is something actually because I can't walk into a pharmacy and not pull the stock forward and have it all sitting. But that's to display to sell. This is literally not – you're not selling me the Coke out of our fridge. I'm just grabbing a can.
Nah. Everything's for sale, babe. When you open it, you want to look at it, you want to be like, that looks brilliant.
Okay. Well, could you have a little bit more OCD about our other fridge, like the inside fridge? Because I clean that out constantly.
Yeah, I clean that out too all the time. Pull the whole thing apart because something on the top shelf, the kids will put like something back in up the top and not screw the lid on it properly. And they think, oh, that goes on the top shelf. And then it just slowly drips down the back. Blop, blop, blop. Anyway, maybe the fact that annoys me is just me trying to get control somewhere else in my life.
Probably, though. Probably.
Hey, let's talk about Book Week.
Okay.
Book Week is this week. And if you are thinking to yourself, I have no idea what I want my kid to go as, there's this really good book. Someone you know may have been one of the authors of it, and it's called Bumble the Bum Stinger. Mm-hmm. You can pre-order it now on booktopia.com.au.
Mm-hmm.
Royalties from the book are going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Great charity.
Yeah, fantastic charity. They do some amazing stuff for kids who are not having the greatest time in their lives and having to grow up really fast in an adult's world. But if you go and pre-order that, yeah, I've written it with two of my mates, Stav and Abby, who I do my radio show with. But I've realised in being part of the book world, now that
Being an author.
now that I'm an author,
Yeah.
there are multiple kinds of parents on Book Week.
Yeah. I think there's only two.
Hectic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not going to use the word hectic, actually. There are some people who live for it and they go mad, paper mache
I would call
stuff.
them creative. I would call them committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how would you explain our style for our Book Week costumes?
Uncommitted. And
Bought on Amazon.
yes, exactly. And that has phoning it in. I honestly, and this is I thought maybe I'd be a different parent. So when I was young and a parent, and Ethan was going through school and they did Book Week and stuff like that, he didn't really care about it. So, and so in turn, neither did I. It would just be, let's go down to the $2 shop. Let's buy you, some cardboard and make something last minute. Or wear your Spider-Man suit. But I thought when I was a parent in my 30s that I would have more time, more energy, and maybe more want to be creative.
Yeah.
But it never came. It's the same with birthday cakes. I've never made a birthday cake for my kids.
No, why would you? When you can just, it all comes out the same way.
I wish I could be that.
So our neighbour, she is that. Jackie.
Yes.
They got twins. Not two sets of twins, just twins. And she does a different costume for every day of Book Week for them.
Yes, because they go to daycare. So daycare celebrates Book Week every single day of Book Week because some kids don't go every day.
Correct.
But her kids do go every day. And she is going to have a different costume for every single day.
Yesterday, I walk out the front. She's at the bottom, down near the front of her house. And it looked like she was painting some scrotums yellow. She had, I don't know, what was she actually making?
Ears for Spot the dog, maybe?
Yes. Okay.
Was it Spot the dog?
Probably.
Because she did tell me in between her rolling on the floor laughing while she was painting on them because they really did look.
They looked like giant scrotums.
Yeah.
With testicles in them, and she was painting
bald ones.
Like if Homer Simpson got dacked and you saw his meat and veg, that'd be the color of them.
Yeah.
And she's going to put them on a headband and then put them on the twins.
Yeah, but I give full props to that.
Of course.
I'm anyone who makes stuff.
Yeah.
My other friends made a Lego helmet for her son where she's cardboard box and then little things for the Lego bits and then painted it red, and I'm you go, you do your thing, and I'm just waiting for my Amazon package to arrive.
I don't ever remember Book Week.
No, I don't think it was a thing. It definitely wasn't a thing in the 80s or 90s when I was at school.
Yeah.
But it's big now. It's massive.
I remember the catalogue coming home and you could buy books.
Yes.
But Scholastic or Schooltastic, whatever it is.
It's part of, I don't know about the other states, but in Queensland it's part of the Premier's Reading Challenge. So they're meant to read, I think it's 40 or 50 books for the month of August. So it's all tied in together. But yeah, our kids. I don't
even remember dressing up as a character or anything like that.
No, I don't. I think it's pretty new, to be honest with you. It's only since Sander's been at school and he's in year 6 now, and I don't think it was even big. Maybe the first couple of years he was at school, but it's gotten really big lately. But I mean, he's not really into it either. He wants a costume every year. He's gone as a dinosaur, an inflated dinosaur, the last 2 years.
That was pretty mad.
Yeah, he loved that because he had a big air pump in it.
Yeah, so it was a full dinosaur suit, and then it had a little battery-powered fan in it that would blow it up. Yeah. Kind of like those spaghetti men that you see out the front of a car yard.
But this year he's going as a bottle of mustard, which was off Amazon, and he just came and handed me my phone at 9, was like, can you order this for me? And he's taking my Jamie Oliver cookbook.
And specifically
For a mustard lamb.
There's a lamb. Is it a mustard lamb recipe?
Honey mustard lamb or something, yeah.
And he's going, I'm a bottle of mustard. There's a bottle of mustard in this book.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Happy days.
I don't think teachers mind that much anymore.
Oh,
either,
look,
you know?
they have enough of a hard time picking between the incredible costumes. Like, there was...
was there a competition?
Yeah, they do a parade and then there's like awards for best costumes and stuff like that. And there was a girl last year who was like in a full llama outfit, and this could be what happens this year with your book being out. There's a llama in that.
Yeah, yeah.
But they had like covered huge cardboard things in like cotton balls all over it, and it was like 6 foot tall, and this kid just had eye holes. It was incredible, and I'm like, whoever even thinks of designing that should be working for, I don't know, Disney or Lord of the Rings set or something. Like, seriously, it was pretty cool.
So the other suggestion is you could say your kid could go as Where's Wally, and you just don't send him to school that day. And then the next day when everyone's like, where were you, dude? You'd be like, I was at school. I was dressed as Where's Wally.
Yeah, I don't know how that would
That
fly.
would be the ultimate book week costume. But yeah, I'm awful at that sort of stuff being organised. And I take my hat off to anyone who makes that kind of stuff. Because there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it.
I think you're even you're on a higher plane than what I am, because you're actually going to make bath bombs for the Entrepreneurs Festival with our daughter. And even that is beyond me.
Yeah. Yeah, bath bombs are a lot harder to make than you anticipate.
I know, but you got really good at it during COVID with her.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
It was something that she was really passionate about.
Cornstarch, bath salts, citric acid, some sort of like...
Corn flour? Did you say corn flour?
Yeah, corn flour. Like the smallest amount of water. If you get the water wrong, then it all starts fizzing up on you. Yeah. And then you use like...
Bicarb? Bicarb?
Yeah, bicarb. And then oil, like essential oils in there for the smell.
And coconut oil.
Yeah, or olive oil, you can use that. And we're stepping up this year. So in our bath bombs this year, we're adding in sprinkles. So inside it, when it all opens up in the bath, sprinkles come out everywhere. So.
It's really fun to clean, because she's had a few test ones in the bath upstairs, which has been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all turned brown. Remember when you first did them? I can't remember why.
That's because...
The colour combo or something?
Well, we did rainbow ones.
Yeah.
So you mix them all up in different colours, and then when you have a rainbow one and you put it in together, you put it all in together. Of course, every colour of the rainbow makes brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'd just be sitting in this like poo brown bath, and I'd be like, okay.
What's happened here?
Yeah. But no, now you've perfected it, and now it turns like green or pink or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you've done really well with that.
Well, you know.
And good luck, because I keep reminding you that you need to do it, and you keep saying to me, it'll be done.
Yeah, I can knock a batch up in a day.
Yeah, cool. Sweet.
But yes, please go and get your hands on my book. And if you want to dress up as Bumble the Bum Stinger, there are other characters in there as well. It's about a group of friends who are on an adventure. Bumble is a bee who keeps stinging them with his stingy bum, and then they hatch a plan so they can all play together safely. So booktopia.com.au. I got a text message actually just now saying that we are trending as the #1 book on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is pretty amazing.
Oh my God, you're a #1.
Oh, look, I wouldn't go too far just yet. What is it? Times bestseller is always what people talk about. Like that's the main place to go.
You're the New York Times.
Yeah, Times bestseller. But yeah, booktopia.com.au. Go check that out. Bumble the Bum Stinger is the name of it.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the kids.
Oh, no, look, we are #1 there.
There you go. Right next to Dan Brown. Is it?
Who's Dan Brown?
Oh, he's a writer. He writes like thriller type stuff.
You got nothing, Dan Brown. Dan.
He's very popular, doll.
Yeah, well. Oh, we're even beating Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins, #8.
We're going to talk about that next.
With Let Them.
Or we just talk about it now?
Talk about it now if you want.
Well, she's coming to Australia.
Is she?
Yeah. So she announced it on a Mamma Mia podcast that she will be.
Oh, yeah, with Kate. I haven't listened to it yet, but I saw that they were talking, her and Kate Lanebrook.
Yeah, which is awesome. I love Mel Robbins. I've kind of followed her for years and years. She had a show in America, like a talk show type thing, and she got cancelled, and she says now that it was the best thing that ever happened to her because she'd built her whole life and her career trying to get to that point, and that was her dream, was to have like a talk show. And then when she got cancelled, when the show got cancelled, she just sort of fell into like despair, but that's actually helped her now build what she has through her books, podcast. She's got heaps of stuff online, and she did a TED talk. So she did a TED talk that kind of shot her to like mega fame, early COVID days. So I started seeing stuff of hers back then. She had this theory where you high five yourself in the mirror every day. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a positive reinforcement thing. Apparently it like resets neural pathways and stuff. It's very sciencey.
Oh, do you do it?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You do so.
I did it a few times. I did try it. I think it actually helps. They say smiling at yourself in the mirror actually is a good thing. Yeah. Because instead of scowling at yourself. But her biggest book,
Let Them,
is the Let Them theory, which has become massive in Australia. Like I know heaps of people have been reading it. And yeah, it's a principle that all of us should live by anyway, and like that's been around for a very long time. But it's just basically letting go of things, like forgiving people, but not forgiving people in the sense that you're like, oh, now it's okay that, you know, they've hurt me or they've ignored me or they've done whatever, but just not thinking about them, basically. Just letting people live their own life and letting them make those choices and those decisions, and you just continuing on your path.
I think what she's saying is not expect that they're going to change, because I think you get caught up in disappointment that you think people are going to change, and they're not. They're not. No.
Not unless they want to, not unless they choose to. And I think, she actually retweeted or reshared something that Taylor Swift said on the podcast with Travis Kelce about attention. Have you seen this? Or energy. Yeah. About
it's a luxury item.
Not everyone can afford your energy. And Mel Robbins posted that and said, this is exactly what the Let Them theory is all about. Like you have to live your life and be happy in yourself.
Oh my God, Taylor Swift has been Easter egging through Mel Robbins for all of these years to get to this point.
Did you just learn what Easter egging was or something?
Nah, I knew about it a little while ago.
Okay.
The Easter egging is not just a Taylor Swift thing.
No, I think
like movies do it, like the Marvel series and everyone all do it.
Heaps. Yeah.
And I think Disney's been massive for it too. Like if you watch every one of their movies has like a character from another movie or something that links to it. The whole Let Them thing, because I've read a little bit of her book. I've read the start of it.
Yeah.
It is like, it sounds simple, but it's not simple to just do it.
No.
Because it's like, it's a little bit of also cutting someone out. And that's really hard to do. And I'm in the middle of that right now with a family member.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
Yeah.
It really hurts when someone's being mean to you or someone's not willing to even, I don't know how to put this. So this person who I'm having an issue with in my family, I've told them that they are doing something that's really upsetting me. And rather than listen and go, oh, I'm sorry that I've been doing that, they've just said, well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I was trying to be mean to them or whatever. I just sort of said, hey, when you act like that, it really upsets me. And they go, well, whatever.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Which is what that says to me is your feelings are hurt and that's your issue. I don't really care that your feelings are hurt. You have to just get over that.
Yeah.
Because I've always thought if someone said to me, you do that and that upsets me, unless I meant to upset them, I would go, oh, shit, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
Well, at least it should open a conversation, because like relationships they're a two-way street, you know, like if you come to me and say, when you do that, it really upsets me or whatever, then we sit down and have a conversation and I go, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that. Maybe, you know, I was saying things in this way because of this or because of that, or I've been feeling like this. And then you go, I don't know, you were feeling like that. And it opens it up for you to talk about it if you want to work on a relationship and have a path forward. If one person just goes, that's not my problem, you need to get over it. And I think I've been guilty of this with you in the past.
We probably both have been.
Yeah. But it always gets to a point because we do love each other and we want to work on it where we have that open and honest conversation. And I think that's what's really hurting you, is that there hasn't been a conversation. It's just been get over it. Yeah.
And I think when it's someone in your life who society always says will love you unconditionally, and then when you realize there's a whole heap of conditions on it, you think, you know, just on that theory, you go, oh, well, just let them. It's easy to say that, and it probably after a while you just keep doing it and it gets easier, but it's not
I don't think it'll ever be easy. I think it's a daily choice you have to make when there's like anger or hurt or something there that you have to live with. I think it's a daily thing where you have to actually get up in the morning and choose not to live in it, choose not to be in it, but to just let it go for the day, wish the thoughts well or whatever it is, and keep going. Because I imagine this is what it's like for people who are grieving, although we haven't lost anyone in our, well, sorry, you have, for many years.
No.
We haven't lost anybody close to us. And I think, you know, I think about my friends who've lost parents and that lately in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it's probably a daily struggle. And this is a very similar situation when you've got.
Yeah. It's, you know what you do realize? I think you always think that people in your life, when they get to, you look at people and you think when they're out of a certain age, right? In their 50s or in their 60s, you would think, oh, I hope I've got it worked out by then.
Yeah.
But then you realize there is still so many people, and maybe everybody gets to that age and they're still emotionally trying to regulate themselves at the same time. And I mean, I'm not saying that I am emotionally perfect, because I am absolutely not that way.
No. But we're trying to get better.
Yeah.
And I think they talk about us, like Generation Y, as being that generation who's in therapy. Like all of us are in therapy. And I think that's pretty true. You and I have both had therapy.
All the people who raised us had zero therapy, ignored all of their feelings, held on to their anger, bottled it up, and they would say, we just got on with it. No, you held on to it and then you unloaded it on us at some point.
Yeah. So I think we are the most
therapized people.
Well, we're on a road of self-discovery, because I don't think I would be so sad and disappointed if I do reach my 50s and 60s and don't have myself regulated and don't have at least some of the answers to the questions of how do you get through this. Do you know what I mean?
Also, too, I think it's harder for women too, because so much of what happens to you in your life is around your hormones, and then you do get to your 50s and 60s and they go, you know what? Let's do some more hormone stuff again to you.
I know.
Like, that's quite horrible, really,
isn't
it?
I know. And that is what's really tricky. And I think I will be, and I've said this before, and I mean, people can have their own opinion about medical intervention for lots of things, but I will be straight to the GP. Like, what can I do? Because I don't want to be like that to the people around me either. Yeah. I don't want everyone else to suffer just because I'm, you know, going through something. But
you're pretty good though. You always say to me, I'm really annoyed today. I think I'm getting my period.
Yeah.
I always figured that, is that your way of warning me? Like,
yeah.
Don't be annoying. Could you be a little less yourself today? I think I'm getting my period.
Oh, look, I've read heaps of really cool stuff about it, like about how women are cyclical and like how cycles work and who we are and all of that.
Yeah.
And I think I just recognize very deeply with myself now. I don't recognize that I have like PMS the second I get my period. I know it like 5 days before that I'm teetering. Like I can feel it in my body. I can feel, stress kind of tingling on me. And I recognize it now immediately as, okay, I'm going to be hyper like focused over the next five days. And that means if you're chewing loudly, I'm going to hear it.
What is the most annoying thing I do when you're PMSing?
Oh, existing. No. No, I'm joking. No, I think it's just because you are hyper focused. I feel like I can get a lot done and achieved during that period in time, but sometimes I can be a bit more critical. So if I don't feel like anyone's helping me, like if I feel like I'm the only one doing everything, that's when I get annoyed.
See, I feel like I get in the way.
Yeah.
So we call it our eldest
cleaning
son.
frenzy, yeah.
We used to call it a cleaning frenzy.
Yeah.
When you would be up and about and you'd be done all over the house and stomping around, cleaning things and everything just getting cleaned quite aggressively. And we'd look at each other and we'd be like, cleaning frenzy's on. And we'd be like, we'd have to try and look busy. Like, do something.
Yeah.
Look like you're doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. But I recognize it because it is this whole cycle thing, right? So during that period in time, you're not nesting, but that's like you're literally preparing for something. So you're getting everything done. And then the week when your period comes, you're actually like just need to rest and sleep. So if you want anything done, ask me the week or the week before my period. Like don't ask me the week of because I will not want to do it. I won't want to go for a walk. I won't want to. Yeah, you should be tracking my cycle really.
What's the horny week? Don't they say that there's like that's when you're ovulating, right? Isn't that?
Well, supposedly.
That's when.
Well, it's to do with estrogen and progesterone, but I don't think there's a horny week from memory. No, they didn't. That wasn't a chapter in the book that I recall.
I thought, or is that a man myth that there's like? I always thought there was a couple of days, pre or post your period where.
Well, it's different for everybody because people ovulate at different times. Yeah.
So that's not a thing?
Look, I think it can be.
Or is that just like marketing made that up for men?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I always thought there was a horny week.
Have you experienced it yet though?
No, for 38 years I've been trying to work out when that is.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And I thought one day I'll have a podcast and I'll be able to ask it to you and get an answer. So there's not one.
No. Are you Googling it?
I was going to Google it, yeah.
It's okay.
Right.
I'll let you know when it comes. Maybe it only comes like once every 40 years-ish.
Well, that's not good for anybody, really, is it?
Maybe it's after menopause. Although that's doubtful.
By the way, I have a non-horny week.
No, you don't.
Yeah, true. This is a brilliant story that I want to wrap the week up with.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, when you've always got that one friend or one uncle or something in your family or auntie who's like they're the foodie. There's someone who goes, I'm a real foodie. Like I only go to great restaurants. I only like to drink really nice wine.
Yeah.
And they think they know everything. They want to pick all the restaurants. Mm-hmm. They've got really strong opinions. And you're like, bro, just chill.
Who's ours?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
Are you scared?
No, we've got a couple of them in our family.
Yeah, we've got a few in our family. I was thinking in our friendship group, I think James is always onto like food things.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but he's not someone who says it. He's not like, I'm a foodie.
No, he's into like smoking meats and doing all that sort of stuff. That's different. I'm talking about those people who like know about the restaurants and they like to pair foods and like you'll go to somewhere.
Pairing foods, yeah.
And the food is nice and then they critique it and you're like, dude, it's nice. You don't need to go, oh, I've had better when I was traveling in Morocco. I'm just like, just eat your meal. Whether the wine costs $20 or $200, it's the same. right?
Okay.
And this is what I love because I even think the same thing with the wine. They could fill a bottle with a box wine at a restaurant and come out and tell someone who's a food wanker that it was a $250 bottle of wine, and they would drink it and go, oh, the talons and the fruity tones are amazing.
Tannins.
Oh, tannins, is it? Not talons. And they'd be drinking box wine and they would have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it's all mentally, right?
Yeah, some of it.
The same as like we tell Eden, our daughter, everything she eats is chicken.
Yeah, any
You know?
meat. Yeah.
You tell a kid it's chicken nuggets.
Because she doesn't like beef. She doesn't like lamb. She just eats them all the time.
You tell them it's chicken and then they just believe it's chicken.
Yeah.
So some guy has gone to the Food and Wine Festival in Brisbane where you pay a certain amount of money to go in and try all the finest wines and all the finest foods around.
We've been to the
place.
Sydney one a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really good. You get given I think they still do it. You get given a wine glass when you go in and you can taste test any wine.
Yeah.
You leave a bit tipsy. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You eat some great food.
Yeah.
This guy has gone and set up a stall there. And he has very cleverly named himself Mark Don Holds.
Okay.
Right? So this foods is Mark Don Holds. Mm-hmm. And he's saying that these are the finest burgers that you could possibly taste. And he said these are top of the range, absolutely beautiful, perfect, anything that you can dream of burgers. Mm-hmm. And what he does is he's got little tasters of them. And he's gotten all of these food critic people who've spent a fortune to go in there who think that they're foodies. Mm-hmm. And they're tasting these burgers. Mm-hmm. And they're saying how delicious they are, how incredibly amazing they are. They've never tasted anything like it. Mm-hmm. And then he says, how much would you pay for that burger? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, $18. Mm-hmm. Some are like, oh, $20, $25 for these burgers. And, that's about market value when you go to those.
Oh, yeah, when you go to a pub or somewhere. Yeah. I would say $20 for a burger minimum.
Yeah, like those, especially those like burger places where they make those big burgers. Now, all of these burgers are from Macca's. They're Big Macs, quarter pounders.
So how did he get around because they look different to a burger?
He's cut them up into sample sizes. So they look like burgers, and he's saying that he's made them. Okay. And people are going, this is the juiciest, most tender meat I've ever eaten. You can really taste the quality in it. And this is not an ad, but I am a Macca's fan, as you know.
I know.
We eat heaps of Macca's in our family.
Yeah, I remember when Ethan stopped wanting to have a Happy Meal and we were like, Devo.
I know. We're like, come on, bro, we want to go to Macca's.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I want Subway. Like I said, still not an ad. But it just proves, right, these people who call themselves foodies, they're just Macca's burgers.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I'd pay $25 for that. It just...
Yeah, well, I think if you go to those other restaurants, you're just paying for Macca's on steroids. It's a bit of a fatter bun or I don't know.
I just think it's hilarious. I love those videos where people get caught out like that. Lincoln says in the comments, it just shows Australians are dumb.
Lincoln, I tend to agree with you.
We did, after all vote for Albo.
Oh, my God.
And all of his lies and promises about cheap electricity.
Why does it have to go political? Like, honestly, not everything is about politics.
I know, but these are...
This is Mark Donholds and his
this is a news
famous
website.
burgers.
I love comment sections of places are just the funniest.
Everyone's got very high horses in the comment sections, don't they?
Oh, God, yeah. I just thought that was so good. And it just reminds me of when you do that, when people go, oh, I'm not going to that restaurant. I've heard it's awful. Some of the best restaurants I've ever been to in my life are ones that people have told me are horrible.
One of the most expensive restaurant encounters that we've ever had, there was something that got ordered and I couldn't actually eat it.
No.
I was really, it turned my stomach. It looked like raw mince.
I think it was raw something. Yeah, it was raw meat.
Yeah. But it just looked like someone had bought the mince from Woolies, sliced it across this way and just plonked that on a plate. with no sauce or anything. And then that was like $65. This is where you can tell I am not a foodie.
No.
Because I'm just not.
We don't do fancy restaurants.
Not adventurous like that.
No, we're pub people most of the time. I'll never forget when I was in Rockhampton when I grew up in Gladstone and I went out, first started in radio, and I went to this like fancy steak restaurant and I was only just 18, not even 18, would have been 17. And it was this place where they bring out the steak raw and give you a hot stone and you're meant to cut it into pieces and cook it there to your liking.
Oh, yeah. That sounds
cool.
And
out comes all this steak, really expensive pieces of steak. And the poor waiter, I called him over and I said, do you have any tomato sauce? And he looked at me. And I was like, for my steak. And everyone looked at me because they were all having a red wine jus or some sort of peppercorn frisson sauce. I was just a 17-year-old kid. I was like, what? And I could tell that he didn't want to go back into the kitchen.
No.
Because the chef was going to be like, you don't eat my steak with tomato sauce. Anyway, I did. I ate that $80 piece of steak.
He brought it out for you.
Yeah, they gave it to me. But I could just tell. It was like fancy as. And there I am taking this, who knows what cut of meat it was.
Probably Wagyu or something.
Just bathing it in tomato sauce. Happy days. It was a great day.
Yeah, so if you're going somewhere fancy, still invite us because I like the cocktails.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us for another week, guys. Don't forget our socials are there, TikTok, Instagram, our Facebook group as well, Underage Grandparents. You can go and check that out.
Careful you don't get blocked, though, from Facebook in the process.
Yes. Sorry, we should mention we do know that when people are searching underaged on Facebook, we've been told that people are getting messages. Warnings from Facebook saying, be careful not to be searching illegal stuff. But it's Underaged Grandparents Podcast. So,
yeah,
search that. All right.
Yeah. Don't just search underage because that could get you in trouble.
Facebook isn't gonna block you. So
no.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.